Listen to me, you are so close to going pro. All you need is an opportunity at a professional academy to get yourself in that environment that will skyrocket your career and give you the best ever chance of going pro. So that's why in today's video, I'll be diving deep into how I landed 3 professional MLS Academy opportunities in which I ended up signing for one that changed my life. Now, these methods will help you land a trial at a professional academy, but will not help you perform at one. So if you want to learn how to perform and make the team you're about to go on trial at, earlier this year, I made a video breaking down my development and how I technically got myself to the professional academy level, in which helped me perform when I was on trial that led to my signing for an MLS professional academy. Plus, helped other footballers follow the same process to do the exact same. I'll leave a link to the description down below if you want to check it out. Now, the method to getting a professional academy opportunity is emailing. Emailing is single-handedly the most effective method. Every coach of every club has an email, and that's how they contact their colleagues, keep in touch with agents who recommend players, and ultimately communicate with the players themselves. This is how I got in all my opportunities. But it is only effective if your emails go to the correct person. Otherwise, you will be spending hours and hours finding contacts that aren't even valid with no one ever seeing your email, and the funny part is, you will never know. I sent over 1,000 emails from my youth that led to no opportunities, simply because it wasn't going to the right contact. Look, you can send emails to the general inquiries tab or fill out interested player forms from club websites that probably leads to the inbox of the equipment manager who only ever looks at it when he's doing the player's laundries. Trust me, you don't want your future career in the hands of the equipment manager. So enough of the here's how to find a direct coach's contact for any club in the entire world. I'm done gatekeeping this info. First, go onto the club's website. Works most effectively with the pro club. Search up contact us in the Google search. You will find a general email or a business email. Look at the final sequence. This is the club's email domain that every coach, employee, basically staff has at the end of their emails. This is just part 1, and we need this for this to work. Second, now search up a coach of that specific club you want to get in touch with. Once you have found his name, you will type in his first name and last name in these 8 different formats that's on the screen. These 8 different formats are the formats that every professional club in the world uses. They use one of these 8 different formats. And I found this out through paying thousands of dollars for personal contacts in my own career. Type in the name in those 8 different formats on a Google Docs. At the end, including the domain in which we found earlier. Right click and copy all of them. This is where the magic happens, so pay very close attention. You will go on a website named Zero Bounce. This website actually verifies emails and is not a joke. Once you are in, click Validate New List, get started, and paste your list into the text box with the email in the 8 formats. Click Validate, and now you'll see on the right side of the screen the 8 formats and which is valid, meaning the correct email of that specific coach. Now you've actually just acquired the correct email format of every coach of that club. So the correct format which got validated, use the same one for other coaches of that club. Repeat for every coach of every club you want to get in touch with, and now you have their direct email. But this is where everyone gets it wrong. Just because your email is going to the right coach now, does not mean he will give you an opportunity. You have to hook and gain his interest, and this is done through the actual email. I have spent 3 years formulating this perfect emailing structure that got me 3 MLS Professional Academy opportunities, and heck, even a response from Harvard when I was reaching out to colleges, so listen up. Sending emails in paragraphs, which 90% of you do with subject lines mentioning you're interested, are boring and no one is reading that. Instead, follow my formula step by step. First is the subject line. We need to get him to open the email. This is what I like to call the hook. The first thing you would say to someone new. But in this sense, it's a college coach you are trying to impress. So hook his attention by mentioning the most impressive thing about you. For me, it's Vancouver Whitecaps U19s, then my name, so he can put a name to the accomplishment, and at the end, potential prospect, to make it clear that I'm a player who's interested. You can add one more accomplishment, but if your first one is super impressive like mine, that will immediately hook his attention into opening the email. Short, simple, and impressive. That's all you need. Now that you got him to open your email by hooking his attention, now we need to hold it and have it lead to an action. This is how we will do it. So understand, humans do not read, they scan from left to right, meaning quickly glance through the words. So you have to make it as simple as possible to read without reading. Sounds stupid, but it's psychology. So super short paragraphs, getting straight to the point, making it easy on the eye to go through. Here's how it will be structured. The first paragraph should always be about the club and or the manager. This shows you care and you have done your research, not a copy and paste email. It is worth your time to genuinely go out of your way and do this. This changes the success rate massively. One of the agents I spoke to who works for HC Talent Group, they manage top professionals in Europe, told me this themselves. So take the extra time and make it personalized. But if it is late and you need to get emails out fast, I like to use this instead. That is very basic and has worked for me in the past. Then the follow-up paragraph are introducing yourself, accomplishments, and your position, what your goal is, and why you are reaching out to the coach and the club. Obviously, you want proof and or evidence so you can attach your CV and your tape below. I'll be dropping this soon on how to make yours. Then add a reference at the end, and this is the most important part. You can either have a CV or have it directly on your email, which are both effective. This shows your professionalism. Then at the end, keeping it formal with kind regards and having my number there as well if you prefer talking over the phone. A bonus to make big accomplishments stand out is to bold it, which I haven't done here, but you can. That is over 4 years of knowledge and experience broken down to you in a couple of minutes. But anyways, just getting the right email is not enough, but following this email formulation strategy will 10x your response rate. And this is the same process one of my students, Soren, used to get a trial with a club in Australia's A-League, Sydney FC, a professional academy at the highest level. I promise you, this is probably one of the most important videos you'll ever see. And after you land a professional academy trial, you'll need to know how to perform. Be at that level, better than the players already there, so you can sign to kickstart your career. So check out that video I mentioned earlier. I'll leave it right here and in the description. It will help you transform your football ability to perform at your next trial.